Picture a highly asymmetrical matchup: a seasoned, calculated criminal actively stalking a struggling, impoverished writer. The thief is 15. His target is 25. This teenager operates under the alias Hari Singh. To stay ahead of the police, he adopts a new fake name every month. He scouts for susceptible targets in public places, like local wrestling matches, deploying carefully calibrated flattery to weave his way into their lives. When building a character profile of Hari for an exam, 3 traits stand out. He is highly experienced in deception, remarkably observant, and deeply manipulative, controlling the flow of information through his own first-person narration. His chosen target, a 25-year-old named Anil, sits on the exact opposite end of the psychological spectrum. Anil is inherently generous, dangerously trusting, and completely careless with his finances. This extreme innocence creates a unique frustration for the young thief. From Hari's perspective, robbing someone who is too careless to even notice the missing money strips all the satisfaction and thrill from the crime. Hari begins his infiltration by claiming he can cook, a lie that quickly backfires. His first meal is so terrible that Anil gives it straight to a stray dog. Yet, instead of kicking Hari out into the street, Anil simply laughs and tells the boy not to worry. Anil goes a step further. He agrees to teach the boy how to cook properly, how to write his name, and eventually how to construct complete English sentences and add numbers. Look at this original illustration. In this moment, Hari calculates the value of literacy. He realizes that if he can learn to read and write like an educated man, the ceiling on his potential will rise far above the meager profits of street theft. While biding his time for a major heist, Hari handles the daily grocery runs. He quietly skims about ₹1 a day for himself, a minor betrayal that Anil almost certainly notices but chooses to ignore. By treating Hari as a student rather than a servant, Anil unknowingly offers the boy something vastly more valuable than stolen pocket change: a clear, attainable vision of a respected and legitimate future. The true test of their dynamic arrives when Anil successfully sells a book. He comes home with a publisher's payment of 600 rupees, and predictably, he carelessly tucks the entire bundle under his mattress. This diagram outlines the pragmatic logic Hari uses to justify his betrayal. If he steals the cash, he secures a ticket to Lucknow. If he leaves the cash, a guy like Anil will inevitably blow it all celebrating with his friends. That night, a beam of moonlight illuminates the bed. Hari creeps across the floor, slides his hand silently under the sleeping writer's mattress, and extracts the bundle of notes without waking him. Out on the road, Hari breaks into a run before slowing down to secure the 50-rupee notes in the string of his pajamas. Doing the math, he realizes he has enough cash to live like an oil-rich Arab for weeks. Mechanically speaking, this is the most successful heist of Hari's life. Morally, it marks the absolute peak of his betrayal against a man who gave him shelter and dignity. Hari reaches the deserted station exactly as the 10:30 Lucknow Express begins to slowly accelerate down the tracks. He possesses the agility to jump into a carriage. The escape is in his hands. Yet he finds himself frozen on the platform, held back by an inner conflict he struggles to understand. To understand his hesitation, look at this matrix of human behavior Hari has compiled over his career. When robbed, greedy men show fear, rich men show anger, poor men show grim acceptance. Anil defies these categories. Hari knows perfectly well that Anil's face will register only a touch of sadness, not over the missing 600 rupees, but over the permanent loss of trust. Watching the train disappear into the night, Hari finally weighs his options accurately. The heavy value of Anil's trust and the genuine promise of literacy finally overpower a lifetime of criminal instincts. Leaving the station, Hari takes shelter in an open maidan. The early November air turns freezing cold as heavy rain soaks through his clothes, leaving the stolen bundle of currency completely damp. Sitting in the cold, the reality of his situation crystallizes. The only way he will ever learn to write complete sentences and earn true respect in society is to bring the money back. He manages to slip the notes back under the mattress before dawn. When Anil wakes up, he hands Hari a 50-rupee note. The paper is still wet from the rain, offering undeniable physical proof that Anil knows exactly what Hari did. Yet Anil bypasses every expected reaction. He exhibits zero anger. He threatens no police action. He simply smiles and announces that today they will start writing sentences. Anil's silent, non-judgmental forgiveness provides a path back into society that a police report never could. It leaves Hari with a future to lose, and his choice to stay suggests the thief has finally been replaced by the student. For exam preparation, the title "The Thief's Story" is a critical starting point. The author uses this title to deliberately center the narrative on the thief's internal psychological evolution rather than the physical act of the heist. The primary theme is trust and redemption. The text demonstrates how a consistently supportive and forgiving environment can trigger profound moral change within a person. The secondary theme hinges on the value of education. Hari realizes that literacy and knowledge yield long-term societal respect, a reward that heavily outweighs the fleeting rush of stolen cash. To excel in value-based exam questions, analyze the story through its dual character profiles. You must understand the taker, who eventually learned the value of honesty, and the giver, whose refusal to judge made that honesty possible.